Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Welcome back to Goblins of Conquest.
So, did he tell you how he got you out of the game?
Yes.
Temporarily?
I didn't say it good part.
Oh.
Apparently he'll be able to come back after the 26th.
Picked up a job that I can't be there. Yes.
It pays more than the bounty.
They're into exotic species.
The money.
Amazing.
Like him.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I was like, an articulated jaw too. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. He's fun.
That moment when you were at the judge's table and it started articulating and talking finally, and everybody was like,
What? I mean, why the hell do you think I did the upper routine a couple years ago? Was
Who's gonna be good? Oh, you're. You are. It's funny because this one actually rolled really high for me on Saturday.
wow, what you think you do after Saturday?
like I said, I still need to get my ability score. Yeah, they're.
See, I almost brought mine. The official bias dice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like one thing is that there's no limit on it, so you have to do the drop. You can't do the.
You can't power throw.
Yeah. Now I have an actually. That's right. I left the old night. I have actually short goblins as opposed to they recently updated the site, and they actually have measurements for the figures, the scales and stuff like that. They call them fantasy feet.
No,
So my character was 3 feet tall in the fantasy feet scale.
right where you're sitting.
You can have this seat. I can do this seat. This seat's dead in here, you go.
No, I was joking.
You're short. You need the booster seat.
I do. And this time I planned ahead just in case I didn't make it home. And brought my stuff. And didn't make it home.
Nice.
So I'm like a real adult today. Yay! That's right.
You adult. Good. Oh, and the restroom is out of order.
What?
Apparently we were told the toilet exploded.
Somebody dynamited it.
Oh my god. That's the worst.
No, the actual toilet exploded physically.
I'm still wanting to see evidence of this.
Thankfully, we're not smelling.
Yeah.
But
That
it
would be the
was.
worst. Okay.
Because I'm just saying, if I was NPC Joe Schmo walking by and I hear water running, Shouldn't there be like a large puddle? Instead of
Well, I
Joe
do
Schmo who
see-
went back there and had,
I
chili
see a couple
con carne.
I see a couple mop buckets back there.
It's like, I think he just
That's really playing into the nerd art side of
I'm sure our other cool chairs right here.
it.
See your crazy face like me.
kind of missing on my bottle there, but
There's that. I remember that.
it's a dirty word.
It is.
How else do 400 words? Well, most of them
I
do.
worked yesterday. I painted face on the heart and he gave me money. Works for me.
See, that is not.
I just got work 3 weeks ago, so.
So he says goodbye to you every day when she wishes you leave.
It was funny at first when she messaged me when she got to work. Safe at work. I said, so am I.
Now when he says it, I don't answer. Like,
But it is nice. I get to sit there and watch TV while I work. Watch my productivity stuff.
I wish I could do that, but I would fall asleep. I would not be able to sleep.
I would horribly slack off of her.
I'm so bored. Do something.
I watched. Remember how I was belly aching about 2 weeks ago about how I thought I did, my stand-up race.
So let's be.
Let's see.
A little more love, less hate.
She was assuming some things in this.
Well, if you assume
She's not as bad as.
You don't expect anything if it doesn't come right.
If you assume the worst, and something the opposite happens, that's all world in.
Right.
It's hard.
The nice thing is that I didn't love raising two.
Nice.
Which is my annual.
Yes, she's going to be making more than me.
And that's what happens when you get off your butt and go to the office.
Right.
Instead of going, why is the electric meter spinning fast?
Well, we have to up our internet because
Well,
Oh, shut the down. Now you gotta make sure to write off your office expense, right?
he gets a dedicated.
Oh, they give
well,
you.
they just installed the dedicated line last Thursday. So until then, I was using our internet for like 2 weeks. So that, with me sitting on my butt streaming Netflix on my computer and working, yeah, I was pumping the data.
So we went to Evil Goblin.
So they said you owe more for internet.
No, apparently you have unlimited data.
That's cool.
I don't have internet.
You need to get it.
Well, I mean, my phone is like bare minimum that phones do.
It's
Well,
not
that
the
old
same.
phones do. I can always go sit in front of my friend's house and use her Wi-Fi.
That's what I do.
Just like like, city
I swear our neighbors are doing that already. I know it's password protected.
Have you watched that show, Conrad?
Which one?
Conrad?
Yeah.
Tubi? It's pretty entertaining.
I'm
Still waiting for season 2 to get free.
I'm knowing that I just shooting it. I should be watching. Doing it. I've watched her.
It's basically Wash and Mal playing characters who were actors on an old sci-fi show, and now their life revolves around them going from convention to convention to convention to convention.
So it's a show based on their real lives.
Sort of.
Except Nathan Fillion's character is a total douchebag, and Alan Tudyk is basically this poor. He's basically like William Shatner 20 years ago.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like I can't remember what it was. Like there was some other movie or TV show where some actor is basically playing a part, like they're playing an exaggerated version of themselves. Like they are the star actor, like as the role in whatever comedy movie it was. I can't remember what it was now.
And the bartender is always the guy from Spark.
Yeah. And his agent is like the worst or the best, depending on how you look at it.
It's entertaining.
But yeah, content.
Little quick 10-minute episodes.
And the thing is, when they originally started filming this is while they're doing the concert again, and they just grab someone to be willing to do an episode, which is cool.
So you have cameos, people who were in Firefly and
Yep.
it's entertaining.
Yeah, if you check Sci-Fi on Demand, I think they still have all season 1 still on.
We don't have sci-fi.
What? We don't pay for cable.
Well, I have watched her.
Fire!
No, you need sci-fi.
They might actually put something good on the TV.
What did I say about?
I have Netflix, Hulu, Prime.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
But then again, I'm working 13-hour days, so
And whatever we can find, he finds it online.
I'm salary.
Yeah, like I can, is it online? It's like, well, no, I can find other ways to find it.
So, I get there, I turn something on and fall into it. Get it in the morning.
Speaking of which, did you find season 2 of American Gods premiere?
Yeah, so I'm watching this. It's not the best.
Because they've only got one episode so far.
Yeah, it just started.
Yeah. It's going to be the Crazy Pants episode, but like I tell everybody, it's like Scion, when you get to Demigod, you actually see some good episodes.
I mean, the first one wasn't Crazy Pants.
No. It was really tame.
I was watching that and going, what the? I feel like I'm on drugs.
Is this what madness feels like?
I have stars in Netflix, so I have no excuse why I should not be watching it.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I got Kelly on the audiobook for it.
That is one thing that you should try to, for genre fair, and to wait for the first season to complete to know that it.
Will it make the second season?
Well, one didn't just like people like the show.
It's just
Like,
kind of weird where they left off season 1.
Mm-hmm. They literally went for a weird journey, and that episode was not actually in place. That's one thing I really like. Is
Is it Easter episode?
yeah, they're actually doing Easter in the Jesus.
That was interesting.
Hey,
Well, I could just fight, just one. I could just fight
all the Jesuses. Write down your name, your passive investigation, and your passive perception. Basically, it's 10 plus your intel. And then we find the dump stats.
Yep. My other parties, I figured, we have a few magic people in there. I was like, no, it's all wisdom or charisma for magic stats. So.
And then things go south so
Where are you going?
to the
Yeah, just because the toilet's out of order doesn't mean that.
he's hoping to use the sink.
They turned off the water.
Oh, they may have turned off the water to the toilet.
Yeah, I think from what you're saying, it sounds like they just turned off the valve in the toilet. That's what it is.
We did, that's right, our other game, I started laughing while he was describing, we ducked off the road because we heard a band coming towards us. As he was describing it, I started laughing because it was a crossover episode in which a band of goblins and hobgoblins were heading out.
We want to hide while they pass over. Because that's what you do.
That's freaking hilarious.
No, I'm sitting there busting out. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And I'm in character. It's like, yeah, we're slaughtering a bunch of goblins and hobgoblins, including which, because the roll was so well, we're like trying to barricade it, our centaur and our warforged. We're trying to hold this door from a bunch of goblins that all of a sudden in the dining room hall, like, all right, a bunch of goblins are gonna come from so they shut the door and hold the door. They rolled so well.
Hold the door.
No, they pushed the door down and he just five piles of green paste that were goblins are.
Squeeze.
It's like, yeah, no, these are the ones we left back at the, we were trying to set up another party.
Did you want this or?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yes.
Someone hit us.
In case I need to drop my bow, I have a literal physical marker for where I dropped the bow.
There you go.
That's why I kept it in there.
Mm-hmm. It works on many levels.
Yeah. So it's like, perfect. I literally dropped my bow.
In character and out of character.
Yeah.
Are you LARPing?
No, fireball.
Is it your little
Chewing chili?
It's the whitehead goblins version that I found. So that big old grid.
You got the Pathfinder stuff.
Yeah.
The mere fact that their knives are called dog covers. That's their knives.
So a kind of more D&D style with the regular proportioned heads. Also have one with both. Like that's what after. No, there's the Pathfinder ones. I gotta get those. Those are nasty.
Those are the ones that are nasty. See, then you get like.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't come with bacon?
No, I said the cheese and bacon is not perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
I've had
fries
it
are
where
pretty
it's
good,
not that
too.
great.
So that sucks.
I'm gonna waste carbs, right?
You're gonna get your carbs worth. Yeah, now I know why there's ink inside my bag. It's from the work. Well, like at yesterday's game, they were saying it's like I beat up the smart because I had all over my knuckles. Rinse my hand off real quick. And then here you go, sugar ready. Right?
I'm also +2, and then I'm proficient in you can't. Yeah, you have proficiency.
Yeah.
So what was it was
It's
investigation
and perception.
Okay. I don't have.
So for the record, it is chipped and shattered when you're pressing explosions.
Doesn't it being passive mean you're not using your stat?
No, that passive means it's 10 plus your stat.
Well, no, if we do get our proficiency bonus. Well.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your stats. It's 10.
Oh, I thought your passive was always 10 plus whatever your thing is, regardless of proficiency or not.
Actually, yeah, it should be just straight 10 plus your. Okay. Yay!
Okay.
So that way I know. That ranger with his great passive perception. I think we know who's going down first. Yay! The group is
Which type of down is this? Either down the hall or down the.
The best part is the crappy passive investigation.
Oh yeah.
Everyone can see traps, but nobody can see other things that require investigate.
Yeah.
We have to actively
Yes, you can actively investigate. So you trust the ranger to passively perceive and then actively investigate.
We'll be out of the dungeon working.
You assume that you'll get at it all. So what's everybody remember from last time?
The trio of elven ghosts.
The spears. That thing got turned dead.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I forgot about the turn. That's right, including turned undead went up.
Yeah, they just went straight through walls and said, "We're out of here."
I forgot about the straight up part.
And after burning through the animated trees for out there.
Yeah.
Who only had one job. Don't let any goblins near this.
We're good at this in common.
I just grabbed whichever ones were handy. Oh, he's from the Hero Clicks when they did that one video game.
Gears of War.
Gears of War, thank you. Where you've got the cool chainsaw on your sword and your machine gun.
Yeah, things like that.
He's one of he's
The
bigger
yeah,
cast.
yeah. The gear song.
Yep. The franchise hasn't rebooted itself in a while.
There was a 4 that came out on Xbox One, and they were saying they're going to do a 5.
Challenge accepted.
With my lazy. Everyone I was talking to, I was like, okay, I'm going to do mine. No more tonight.
So like we were saying, everybody remembered last time, burning through the animated trees, and then you were jumped by the elven spirits, and then the clerics went, turn dead, they all ran. And they're never going to be seen again, right? Never ever again. To your very worst moment, then all of a sudden the cleric's going to look at you guys, and the ghosts and say, turn dead! And then they're gone again.
They fail or they succeed.
Yeah, unless it succeeds. You okay?
I was helping pack today, so I have all of the dust.
Don't unpack the dust. Send the dust away.
Send the dust away. So does anybody have inspiration?
I just know.
A good inspiration.
Sarah, I can't keep track. I don't know if I have your inspiration. You see, there's a little thingy.
There's a little thingy on your thingy. It makes life easy.
On the thingy thing.
Yes, you've got to keep track of the thingy. And on honor of St. Patrick's Day, I'll continue using the green dice. Okay, so you guys basically saw the dead pile of elves and goblins continuing siling forth, I'm assuming. You saw the two empty alcoves that pretty much had nothing but 1,000 years of dust in them. And
Yeah, there you go, alligators.
that explains so much.
I'm going to use green dice as well.
We'll find it. As the Bugbears blowing his nose.
No.
And then he puts the goblin down. Figured that sounded like what the Bugbear would do.
I'd say thank you, but you had your mouth open.
So as you guys are heading forward, you guys see what looks to be a dead end to the passageway. So thankfully our ranger has a good passive perception where you sense that there's, in the wall, there's some carvings.
Okay.
You have no clue what they mean, but you basically point them out to the group that there's these carvings.
They don't even look like letter or anything like that.
It looks more like symbols, maybe.
Nothing. Okay.
So if you point it out to your cleric or paladin, maybe the religious class, if you are going through the priest.
There's some letters up here. There's some writing.
Just jumping up the point, though. So go ahead and both you guys give me a religion roll. I sense goodness in that. Immediately, you look at this little dusty, cobwebby section you load off, and immediately you know it's some little trick sliding thing, sort of like the entranceway. And immediately you know that the series of events that put it on. It's the whole birth and death of the universe according to the goblins. So do you want to go ahead and slide little pieces?
I'll go ahead and slide a little.
Okay, you go click, and there's a rumbling sound as the sounds almost musical. As the door slides open and you see this very, very dark, dingy, dusty. You can just see as the door is sliding open this waft of old and stale dust. And as soon as this door slides open, immediately there's a amber-colored mist that comes wafting in. Sort of like a little lightly obscuring mist that comes wafting in that smells funny.
That was not me.
Do a nature check to see if is this like potentially spores?
Sure, nature check would be good.
A 15.
Nature check like a boss. Immediately, you look up as this amber mist is clinging to the ceiling, slowly coming in and kind of wafting out. Immediately, you're just like, you have this epiphany moment that this is a natural gas. Mildly toxic, but not like you drop dead. It's one of those that you wouldn't want to go in a cave with this gas because it kills you.
It's an light cast, so
Yeah.
I'm nice and short. I'm well.
The shorties in the group actually are having no problem with the gas as it's wafting from the ceiling with this like amber fogginess where it's clinging to the ceiling.
Okay, yeah, I pass my knowledge on to the rest of the party.
You let them know that the gas is poisonous?
Yes, nice poisonous gas. Keep low, like me.
On your knees, big folk.
Now, would the gas affect through the nose, through the mouth, through the eye?
Basically just inhaling it over extended periods of time being exposed to it.
So
we'll be taking
if we covered our mouths and our noses
With rags.
with a rag.
if you improvise something out, it actually give you a saving throw versus just automatically
Use a
taking
weapon.
damage.
I'm going to do that.
We have to call.
I am not crawling.
Yeah, do the goblins eat the
Whoever's
road
gonna,
of this?
At the moment, no. If you guys go
But then that
to,
means you'll be.
if you just say go upstairs
In the
one
next
level,
room.
then the whole floor will be fine.
Okay.
Whereas right
I'll
in
just
this
lay.
area, the gas is clinging to the ceiling at like 10 foot to 6 foot mark.
Alright, so for the time being,
So anybody that's small or wants to crawl on their hands and knees, you're covered.
This is a trap.
So as you guys, you're all piled up here at the entrance. Who's doing what?
I'm good.
I'm good down here.
Okay, go snort, go.
Can I look for other
Sure.
what's going on?
You basically are coming out of the opening.
Oh, okay, so it's open. Yes, okay. That's what
Where's the little Giggle Snort?
Yes.
Giggle Snort is this giant. You want to use something smaller like this?
Not particularly, but if you'd like me to, I will.
No, with that, the giant Ankylosaurus there. I think that's the one. That's so. You're just gonna say you're not gonna go any further. You're just gonna just stick your head out.
Maybe peek around the corners.
Okay.
Make sure there's no obvious traps.
So it sounds like perception check.
Yeah, that sounds.
Or do you want to just trust your passive perception?
No, I would like to actively proceed.
Okay. You don't trust a straight 10?
No.
That's good wisdom. You may not have a wisdom bonus, but that shows wisdom. You look and you see a bunch of dust everywhere. First, you get this cute little giggle, snort, sneeze. There's this weird noise. And as you look through this little chamber here, and it looks like from what you're seeing. Hey, guess what? It's 60 feet across the room. So you can clearly see with your dark vision all the way across, and there's this grayish dust, long grayish cloud up there.
I'll step to the side and say, we're safe.
So you see a thing that looks like it must be an altar of some kind, by the way.
Oh,
It looks like it had little alcoves for scrolls, but there just seems to be big piles of ash or maybe paper that's rotted away to just dust. And you see stuff in each one of these alcoves. You can't quite make out what it is.
Okay.
But it looks interesting. Each one's got something interesting that looks like it's probably either set fire to or smashed up. Looks like there's interesting stuff.
I relay the information to Zuko.
Okay.
Look safe, guys. There's stuff we can look at.
You give him the skinny.
Yes.
Stuff.
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 Stuff thing.
Loot stuff.
Can you sketch it?
Yes.
In a Dutch, she draws a little picture. There you go. So what do you guys do?
I will investigate alcohol.
Okay, so where are you gonna go?
Right over it.
Riding into battle
Okay.
on.
We're gonna give you the order because it's got a big axe. You're basically heading on this way. Not my right, but your right. Okay. So immediately you get to the alcove and you see there's these little glazed clay pots that are out there. Half of them are destroyed. Go ahead and give me a religion roll. Just walking, checking it out. So immediately when you get there, you're walking up with this and checking it out. And I'm whip open my email. And immediately your heart is kind of shoot. Because when you look, you recognize immediately what it is. Because immediately it's you recognize it as an altar to the goblin god Bugbears, the goblin deity of cooperation and territory. He's also known as the peacekeeper because he tolerates no war between goblin tribes. Basically, you remember from your research, this was the guy that this area was known for because he actually was breeding goblins that were together. And he has the biggest altar, followed by over there, another religious altar that probably for the douchebag goblin god
Maglavia?
And you're noticing it looks like this was desiccated by fire. This we've fired with the mosaic. Depicts how he brings peace, not by peace, but peace by we need to rebuild and restructure and then send our army off. You'll kill the other asshole, not our own assholes.
When given the option to or spare the dying, she spares the dying. More glory for her.
I can always present
Right.
Maybe.
well, actually, you do see that there's enough that you could cobble that together to make this with time and maybe using a crafty skill. And you do notice that in the soot around the base of it, there's something that kind of shimmers. Are you willing to step in the ash or reverently bend down and move it? You actually bend down and start sifting through the ash, and you realize that some of this ash is actually not carbon spore, but shiny, shiny powder. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but the shiny, shiny powder looks valuable. Okay, so he's busy scooping up the sacrifice and powder that he does.
Okay. So
Okay.
then I'm going in. I'm going this side.
You don't even need it really to roll because you're recognizing the burnt, bent, melted with an acid altar to your god. It's like somebody with the talon on. Heathens. And of course, it's got the blue mosaic behind it that explains your god's version of creation. Not the other god's version of it, but the one true version.
Well, at least they got that correct.
And you do notice that you've got a couple of those glazed pots down here. Basically, they're just like sealed pots. If you want, you can practice sealing them.
How big are they?
Oh, pretty pots.
How many?
There's like, you know what? Intact-wise, because there's a bunch of broken ones and shattered stuff. There are 2 of them.
So I'm gonna take the 2 that are intact.
One.
Give them a bag.
Okay.
And search through the broken ones.
Okay, so you can check out the broken ones?
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check, because you're inspecting these.
Don't do it, it's a trap.
Probably. Ooh. So you like pick up a broken pot and it's powder sifting out. You like check it, you smell it, you can dab your teeth into a cocaine thing with it. It tastes like a potion.
Is that how you do the cooking?
Okay, that's how you do the cooking. Now, from your medicine check, as you roll really well, you have a feeling that these are long, old potions that are basically dehydrated down to just their base ingredients. As someone who's skilled in medicine, so somebody will look around right there. Everyone look at her. As you know from your medicine check, because you're about medicine and stuff, that you could reconstitute this to make some kind of potion. Now, since you rolled good, I'll give you both options. You could try eating the powder, probably a bad, horrible idea. You probably will die of some kind of poison. Or, hey, you might get it. You could reconstitute it with water, which means it probably won't be as strong as it used to be. Or if you had a wine, put wine in it, basically turn it back into a potion.
Well, I don't currently have one. What I can do is see if I have some spare fabric and just put it inside the fabric, tie it up, put it in my bag.
Okay. So you basically are salvaging little bits that are left in each. I'll give you an extra amount of powder because all of them are basically you now have 3 total. Now you're just mixing it with water. Okay, so who's going next?
Oh. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna go up.
Oh, Jim.
Yes, I am.
So,
Big guy
The
with
ranger goes walking up to the altar, and he's like, I want to look within the altar.
Yeah.
As soon as he
Funny
walks
stuff.
up
Yeah.
adjacent to the altar,
Yeah.
And you hear that this.
give me a dex saving throw.
I got +5 for dex saving, which makes it 11 total.
So as
That's gonna hurt.
that can be.
I should be quick combat at saving point.
So immediately you come walking up, and you start to look through the scrolls that are there.
Alright.
He does it every time I need. Look, it's like a sick bank account.
Yeah, but the difference is you've been giving him amounts. That counts for more. Jeez.
You may have to super time to use it.
And
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I'm on your side.
Uh,
I'm on
Okay.
your side.
this is gonna hurt.
Alright, I think bye-bye.
No. Bye.
I can spare the diet.
So immediately
I will ensure that I sell all of your items for the highest price
you
available.
come up to
okay?
the altar, and as soon as you come up to the altar,
Right?
there's this moment where you like
Actually,
look
you
around
might-
at everybody.
Well, nice.
Then you look back at the altar, and all of a sudden, in Aladdin,
Okay.
language you've never read before, all of a sudden, the whole top of this altar starts to glow in a magical green. And as soon as you literally get these like big eyes, and then it goes from a white light to a dark green light, and then there's a huge explosion.
You think you're this
That immediately explodes around you.
Far now.
So we're talking. This explosion is not nice.
That's weird. Usually explosions
And I
are friendly.
Whoa.
Oh!
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's my back warm.
No, it's not warm because it's the board instantly glows green and explodes, and you just feel this burn of acid fly across your face, and this magical acid explosion just blasts out from around you.
Sizzle.
Still smoking.
And it's going to be for a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Basically, 30 points of acid.
And I'm
That's
sure.
a little bit of damage.
But you're
At
at
our
zero.
level.
Zero is okay.
I know.
As long as you're not like, hey, negative 40. So
Yeah, but it lasts
immediately,
years.
this acid explosion goes off.
Regrets.
No regrets!
Oh,
I wonder if he's got anything valuable on it.
As he's smoking right now.
Did he say he had no regrets or he had no egrets?
So what's
Is
our
it
wizard gonna do?
The wizard is going to.
It's all of a sudden the room lit up nicely with this bright green glow, and then dark.
Yeah, he's standing behind Giggle Snort, survey the damage. And
You said you went around the corner.
No, I said I peeked around the corner and then I stepped out of the way. I usually went like this.
So you said that right? You're in.
it seems safe.
It seems
If anything
safe.
bad happens, that's not where I was standing.
Doesn't work out.
So is he still smoldering?
He is smoldering on the ground, passed out with green acid clouds of acidy damage wafting off of him.
You bring one here,
It seems to be safe to go over this. I mean,
More covered in acid?
No. It's basically an explosion that happened.
Okay.
It's evaporating magically. It's you swear this
I
is some
won't
kind of
care.
magical.
Crappy.
So,
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
pop.
coming over there.
Yes.
okay.
Are you sure you don't want to do something like, investigate?
Yeah, I'll try to.
No, I'm gonna scan the Sadie's body goes even.
Nice. So you take a moment after you see this booby trap has gone off, and you see the slight hints of the whole top of this altar with weird elven-looking magic runes that are slowly evaporating to nothing as the magic's released. You immediately give the room the glancing look, you're looking around. Immediately, your eyes are drawn, because you move really well, to two other things that might be the same kind of swirly, glyphy things. And there's one here and one here. Now, whether they are or they aren't, you're not sure. But you're pretty sure. Like 18 out of a 20.
Or
Sure.
Or
He's -1. That there's similar things like that. And you saw it explode when he walked up to it. Yeah. Bounced out.
I'll bring it to their attention. Although it might be fun to watch you explode fast.
Heal him up to 1 hit point. Roll him across the room, see if he goes off.
Well, I've got Eagle Snort right next to me.
Where's the humans will be needed?
So 12 of them at once.
Right?
It's like, where's the humans?
Yeah, they were supposed to meet us here.
Eventually, you guys beeline there, then you went back and went back.
Exactly.
The humans are going all slow on the way back.
Yeah, they're not going to get
No, they're not.
They got asked by 3 different groups. Are you hunting goblins? Yeah, we're hunting goblins.
Alright, I'm going to walk by and almost like a half-net motion, grab him up by his hair on his head,
Okay.
kind of slide him over toward Lishka, and just keep walking.
How close you get?
Well, I'd like to do a perception check to make sure.
Well, how about, because perception is spotless. It's an annoying thing, it's investigation. So
Okay.
how about investigate, or because he did point it out to David,
Okay, Arcana.
either or of those.
I'd rather do Arcana.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking it's a full frontal.
You think you need to get closer to see what it is.
Yeah. So I got an 8.
You think you really need to get closer to see what it is.
And
Even
this,
after seeing that.
no, and this is why I saved my healing spells.
So I'm investigated.
Do you want to get closer?
Well, I'm looking in the alcove there.
The alcove? Okay, yeah, you basically see it's another one of the deities, but you can't tell which one it is because this was like blasted with the acid on top of everything else.
Okay.
So you can tell some arcane type really went to town chopping the pedestal to bits.
Well, not to sound too meta, but would you? It would be feasible that he is smarter than the average bugbear. He could put 2 and 2 together. That he walked up to that he saw the acting did.
You saw there was some kind of magical loop trap.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to the next one.
So over here,
The one closest to me.
this one.
This is the one farther away.
The one with the next to
So
you
this
said next-
alcove.
Well, I'm gonna walk up and inspect the rooms there.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I was asking you. It seemed like I'm smarter than the average bugbear. I put 2 and 2 together.
So is my inspiration.
You've never seen this exotic form of Aladdin magic. This is old elf magic. It's not new elf magic.
And the brilliance
And
explodes in my face, right?
so go ahead and give me a DC
Dex?
It's actually going to be wisdom.
No, I was squinting at it, getting real close.
I think wisdom's
I got
You got a different D20? That was not me.
That is a different.
Oh, God.
It's not my dice.
It's gonna be
Lucky the Irish?
So immediately, you guys are like all tense, all crazy. He's been dragged to you, and all of a sudden, the bugbear walks up, and you see this room just go, and the bugbear falls to his knees, and immediately you hear the most horrendous thing you've ever heard, which is the bugbear laughing hysterically, non-stop, like he's sucking on some Joker juice.
Tides, hideous laugh.
Yes. And he just starts laughing with
Why
tears
couldn't I get
coming
that?
down the aisle. Well, because that was the big movie.
Yeah, I know. That's what I. Why couldn't I?
No, because the DM likes me, okay?
Wow, don't trip over that lip.
Watch this, I spoke too soon.
And you all see him just drop to his knee, laughing with tears coming down his eyes. His furry hair is getting all mopped up. And it's very unsettling.
You've never really heard me laugh this hard. I
Alright.
actually kind of start squeaking. Like,
And this sound is like reverberating off this chamber. I mean, it's echoing.
I'm wondering
He's
this
like
out.
back out the door.
So we could walk up and set it all up.
Now we have a side we can go by.
And that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
Hello, this is Eric.
And Wendy Strock with Stone Valley Hobby and Games.
We sell board games, card games, role-playing games, and supplies. We have thousands of Magic the Gathering cards available, carry Kickstarter products, and work with veteran-owned small businesses to bring you our own line of products.
We are a small business retailer, but we offer competitive prices, a loyalty system, and free shipping on orders over $100.
As a military veteran myself, I'm a strong supporter of our armed forces, their families, and contractors out there doing the hard job. So any order from an AA, AE, or EP address will be shipped absolutely free.
Remember, StoneValleyGames.com, where we take your leisure seriously.